in your head first.
Well, Fox just a little overwhelming in that regard, right? So he's got to remember that. Remember that just he's keeping him in the air at all times. And as long as you know what Dedede is looking for traps-wise and how to react to the Gordo, and if you have knowledge of Dedede in the slightest, it really goes a long way against a character like Dedede. And that's, you know, we go back to the low-tier topic. But, I mean, like you said, it's going to be a bit of work for SNooFL. Maybe a little more work than he'd anticipate. Yeah. But, you know, I think he's probably ready for the challenge. Like you said, that he has a, you know, technique. In maybe that experience, perhaps. But we'll see what TMJ Jack has to bring to the table in that regards.
He's messing around with his Wii U Pro controller at the moment. I guess there's some kind of controller syncing issue or some sort. That's where you heard the Wii U menu theme coming into play there.
Yeah, what can I tell you, man? Shoutouts to the Wii U controller.
It's only the most advanced menu interface of all time. Oh, he's trying to. There's an issue of rumble on his controller. I wonder what that's
He wants the rumble, though?
Yeah, I've played with rumble off since I was given the option of turning off rumble, and I appreciate it. Well, that goes back to Melee. Melee, you could turn off rumble. I mean... And in Smash 64, you could just not have the rumble pack.
When you're King Dedede.
You need to make the earth shake.
Yeah.
I see what it's about. A
little bit of a quake there, yeah. So that makes complete sense.
Well, here we go. It's going to be game one. We're going to Battlefield.
You know, I'm surprised we ended up here on Battlefield. You know, after everything we talked about, giving him those heavy blast zones. You know, this might be a bit of a struggle, and Dedede's going to have quite the time to put on just enough percent to maybe close out these stocks before SNooFL's able to, but we'll see. And SNooFL already, you see him just kind of throwing out quick nairs just to negate those Gordos because of how easily you can knock them back. And if you're knocking those Gordos back towards Dedede, it makes his life very difficult. And there's an early up air string we see from Fox, and that's what's more to come, you know? Yeah,
Dedede is, like we said, heavy fast faller. Although he will live for a long time vertically, it makes him combo food, like the most combo-y food of combo foods that might exist.
It might be what Foxes crave, if, you know, the way you put it. But
he's going to sneak to the ledge there very stealthily.
Yeah, just letting go himself into free fall, something that SNooFL might not have been expecting.
And this is what Fox needs to do, is just abuse Fox's fantastic frame data versus a character who doesn't have too many great out-of-shield options to combat the safety of Fox's aerials and like mix-ups on shield.
It's a big target and a big shield, and when you're putting him that kind of shield pressure, like you said, there's just nothing he can do much of. But hey, he's doing all right so far, keeping this game within a relative percent deficit where you're quite comfortable as a character like Dedede. And if you're playing like a character like Dedede, you need to be comfortable at those high percents as well. But that up air is going to seal the deal. Taking that stock.
Fox looks very comfortable with those high percents, but Jack don't care. Going right in, getting a dash attack, clean in house. Fresh game.
Yeah, I don't think SNooFL was expecting such an offensive option out the gate like that. Just kind of caught off guard approaching there a little bit. You know, SNooFL's got to remember that sometimes it just calls to stay back a little bit, you know?
As a young kid, SNooFL's still in high school.
Yeah.
He's got to develop that patience maybe a little bit.
Just a little bit.
We're coming handy certainly in this matchup.
Yeah, without a doubt.
He's got Jack trapped at the ledge. Jack has nowhere to go right now. He's going to eat these up airs. That's 102 unanswered percent on this stock.
Now we're kind of seeing SNooFL play the matchup the way it's meant to be, where you just kind of corner Dedede, and you just don't let this man land for the life of him. Even without those platforms, he's not getting down.
Not many characters live through those aggressive up airs and up smashes at these percents, even on Battlefield. So you see Dedede's weight coming into play, but that was like, I don't think that was actually a grab confirm, but it worked out here for SNooFL, getting the weird kind of like up throw up air, almost like a melee combo to work out.
Tell you what, man, SNooFL made that second stack look flawless. I mean, that was, no, not touched. This man. And
SNooFL can go on runs like that. He's just known to have like those brilliant moments where just like everything's clicking, like all of his offensive options are just making sense. He's applying safe pressure. There's nowhere to run, nowhere to hide from this man, but also like the inverse can catch him where it almost feels like nothing works.
And how is TMJ Jack going to get out of those pressure situations that we saw him put into so often that kind of cost him that game? You know, you're so trapped, especially when you put him on the ledge and you get caught in the Fox Vortex. It's going to be interesting to see how he puts himself out of those disadvantage states. With
King Dedede, your guess is as good as mine, dude.
Yeah, I'll tell you what.
It's tough. The life of a penguin in Super Smash Bros. For Wii U is pretty challenging. But it looks like Smashville is going to be his choice, where he's going to look for the maybe the help of the taxi platform. He's got these multiple jumps he can mix up if he's going to go to the platform or not. when it is available to him.
And maybe a little more vertical pressure here on those blast zones of Smashville. You know, maybe, like you said, a bit of a comfort pick for DMG Jack, but off to the same story once again, just trying to get himself back on the stage. Trying to utilize those double jumps as best he can, but those double jumps that just don't give him distance.
You do not have very much aerial acceleration here as King Dedede, so even when you are using those multi-jumps, not really much speed to speak of.
That's right. All right, just going to try to find his way back. Gordo's trying to cover himself, getting back, but SNooFL just smartly just shielding him. I mean, it gets rid of them. They don't lag, they don't linger around at all. Once you get rid of them, you know, you can just go back to your focus on Dedede. All right, though, the tables have turned a little bit.
Ooh, going for the down air there. I think he was hoping for that last hit to connect, the one that had significant knockback. Not meant to be. Jack's living.
That was ambitious, and you're going to pay for that one.
I liked the concept, which was to knock back the Gordo, but Jack knows how to play around Gordos because he plays the character that has Gordos. So,
shield just a little bit too strong there.
It was the right idea.
Yeah, I like it. Also, what I like to see from SNooFL is just like he's not really like trying for anything like any kind of like up smash conversions right now. He's just kind of continuously trying to put him in the air because he knows that's where he's going to win, but he will catch Dedede on the ledge there a little bit too long with the forward smash, which will reach. All right. Coming down with the dare, but air dodge going to get him through, but once again, just caught on the ground.
These heavy fastfall combos coming into play here for Skadoosh, Mr. SNooFL.
Mr. Skadoosh.
But that was an unfortunate Fox illusion on a stage.
Oh, no. That reflector actually playing into his favor there. Kind of slow to react to that Gordo, but kind of caught in no man's land.
Don't forget that reflector also amplifies the damage slightly.
Yeah.
Do even more damage than it would normally.
Lose-lose situation, but here we go. We find ourselves in the same situation. Once again, Jack just doing work, trying to find his way back.
He's trapped again. Looking to use these up airs to his advantage, but that could have been a back air. But you know what? SNooFL knows how to combo Dedede. Clearly done his homework in the matchup. Not at all scared of that weight. Finding 2 up airs in a row, sealing up the 2-0.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of the cast probably could have gotten away from that scenario, but I feel like Dedede might have been one of the few that couldn't. You know, I mean, a heavy fast faller like that. Combo food to the end.
That's all she wrote there for Mr. Dedede. It's a hard life being a Dedede main.
Hard life building an empire as a penguin. Not going so well in Smash 4, let me tell you. But it's going well for SNooFL, who's moving on. Well, you know, he gets that set in the round robin. Sometimes we forget it's round robin.
Round robin bracket, man.
Everyone's just having fun here. That's what this is all about.
I am having so much fun. I hope you're having fun too. It looks like we're going to be getting a replay of that game. Let's check it out. What do you got, production? Oh, okay, this is the ledge trap scenario. So we're going to have just Dedede caught here on the ledge. Nowhere to run. This is Fox in a nutshell. Just look at him. It's a 0 to death, apparently, according to production. They have watched the replay a couple of times.
They've got the stats for us. We don't even need to say a thing. We're just going to watch this,
You're just watching Fox frame data be as oppressive as it can be versus the low tier
And
Dedede.
look at Jack's options. Like, he just doesn't have too many of them. You see him numerously try to just throw that Gordo back on stage to try to cover himself, but the problem with the Gordo is once you shield it or hit it, it either goes back at him or it's gone, and it just doesn't cover him well. You see SNooFL continuing to just eat right through it.
And at the ledge again here, looking for these back airs.
Yeah, nowhere to go. He's a big hitbox. Just try to scoot around, but...
And that was like a weird, like... Did you catch what throw it was that time? It was like a forward throw, and he like DI'd in, it went straight up or something. Just a really strange angle.
Tell you what.
Pretty
a lot of funk there from Smash 4 in a nutshell. This is a goofy game sometimes, man. Goofy game sometimes.
That's what it is.